So today's video is my January favorites. I had a really wonderful January. I went to IMATS LA. If you guys haven't seen my vlog and haul videos for that trip, then go ahead and check those out. I had a chance to try a bunch of new products that I inevitably fell in love with. I am gonna start with skin. My skin has crazy sensitivity, so when I went on my vacation, my skin freaked out just from the weather. I have a lot of red blotchiness. Breakouts clear out faster when I use this. So this is my Sunday Riley UFO Ultra Clarifying Face Oil. It helps to prevent acne and clear blackheads. It contains tea tree oil, cumin seed oil, hexyl resorcinol, licorice, milk thistle, cucumber seed oil, and salicylic acid. So I really like this because a lot of the acne treatments I've tried in the past may clear the acne, but it like completely kills the skin. Like it's super drying, sucks out every single last bit of oil I might have, which is like nothing. And even though my skin is acneic, it's also extremely dry. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say this. This is a great blend of oils that help clear out the acne, prevent acne scarring, and also offer hydration. I've been trying it out for a good amount of time, a few months, so I can say that I love it. I've used about 45% of the product in here. I got that from Sephora in my gratis. I have fallen in love with one primer, and it is the NARS Radiance Primer with SPF 35 sunscreen. I hate putting on sunscreen, which is terrible for my acneic skin and my sensitive skin. I need sunscreen. I have lupus, which means I'm not supposed to be in the sun ever at all, so I need sunscreen. I love this because it gives the skin a beautiful glow from within radiance while also offering that protection. It also gives the skin a nice blanketed effect so that your makeup lasts longer. It's like a very subtle sheen. You can feel it sinking in, but also slightly settling on top, creating a velvety smooth finish, which I think creates this nice, really slight barrier between your skin and your makeup, which helps everything kind of stick on for longer. The only thing I'm not crazy about is that it does smell like sunscreen. I'm just very sensitive to fragrance, but I'll totally deal with it for how it makes my skin look and feel and how it protects my skin. This is the Sephora Pomegranate Cleansing Wipes for face and eyes. I can't stand lavender or rose or I can't stand smells in my face products, but this one is really nice. It takes off makeup very easily. It's very nice for travel. It's very gentle on sensitive skin. It has good ingredients in it. It's a new favorite for sure, and that's the pomegranate one. I've got a couple of face base products. The first one is a very lightweight one and also an inexpensive one. This is my Kiko Liquid Skin Second Skin Foundation. It has buildable coverage. It's very fluid. It comes in this dropper applicator, and it has light to medium coverage. It sinks into the skin, looks absolutely beautiful. It's very skin-like and lightweight. And then a rediscovered favorite of mine is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream with SPF 50. I love this because it has a very natural feel, but offers full coverage. This stuff is no joke. It does say CC cream, but honestly, to me, it's a foundation with sunscreen. It has like anti-aging ingredients. Every time I wear it, people always ask me if I'm wearing makeup. They're always like, wow, you have amazing skin. The foundation I'm wearing right now, and the foundation that I love pairing with this primer, and have just been blown away by is my Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. This was the only foundation I brought with me. I had a big deluxe sample of it, but I finished that and I needed the full size. I wear it in number 1.1, and it's a gorgeous foundation that feels hydrating. It has a very natural finish, like not dewy, not fully matte. It's a natural soft matte, if you will, and it wears a long time on my skin. I would say it wears longer than some of my favorites like the Giorgio Armani. No greasy feel, but hydrating. Next up is concealer. So I also filmed another video today. It is a review on this next product that will be up later in the week. It is my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have it in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. It is a pot concealer that is very different from their Radiant Creamy Concealer or their Stick Concealer. This is a matte but lightweight and full coverage concealer. It has sort of the best of everything. Because of the matte finish, it's very photogenic. It looks smoothing and gorgeous. It has excellent coverage, very buildable. You can do a very light coverage or you can build it up to be pretty full coverage. And it's just gorgeous. I love this. You would not guess that my skin is as blotchy and insane as it is right now because of this concealer. It's perfect for spot concealing, perfect for underneath the eyes. It's kind of one of those products that does whatever you need it to do. It's great for contouring. I think that it's a very multifunctional product. I will say that if you are oily, definitely set this with a powder, but if you're normal to dry, it almost has built-in powder. Like when it dries, it's a powdery finish and doesn't move. It doesn't settle into my lines. So I love it. Love this new concealer. It's my new favorite. I love, love, love it. Speaking of powder, I have been really liking this next one. It's so funny because I've been trying quite a few new powders. I've been trying Becca and a lot of different powders, but this one came out of nowhere for me and I really liked it. And the reason for that is because it is the Kat Von D Translucent Setting Powder. And in the past, I haven't had like super great experiences with Kat Von D. I don't like the foundation at all. I don't like the powder foundation at all. They're just too drying, perfect for oily skin, people who love full coverage, which is not me. But this one is amazing. It's super smoothing and not too lizard dry. If I use it lightly, it gives this beautiful finish, like an airbrush finish, and it brightens a little bit. I like this better than my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. That one I love on other people, on clients and everything, but I don't like it on me. Continuing on with complexion, I have a favorite this month for contouring. I'm wearing it today, and it's a beautiful bronzer highlight duo from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sure I featured this in the past. It's so perfect. It's so perfect for my skin. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very soft and blendable. Just really, really pretty. And the highlight is gorgeous too. I know some people don't like the highlight, but on me it creates a beautiful, like my skin color highlight. It's a little bit dark sometimes when I'm at my fairest. I have a little bit of a tan because of my vacation, but when I'm at my fairest, sometimes it shows up as like a color, like too dark. But right now it's like that perfect golden champagne skin tone but shiny glow. And I've been especially liking this with my MAC blush brush. I used it today, so it's dirty. This duo is amazing. I know it's pricey, you guys, but I've had this for what seems like forever. Like, I've had this for a long time. It was the first Charlotte Tilbury product I bought, and it's still going strong. I have a pretty good dent here in both of them, but mostly in the bronzer shade, and it's still going strong, and a little goes a long way. So if you're in the mood to kind of treat yourself, this is an amazing, amazing product. I think that it's really good for my skin tone and maybe a little bit deeper. If you're a little bit lighter than I am, then the highlight's going to be tricky for you. And if you're much, much deeper than I am, then the bronzer is going to be too light. So somewhere in the middle, we'll get good use out of this guy. The only highlighter I took with me on my trip, the Jouer powder highlighter in the shade Ice. I really like this because it has multiple colors in it. So it just looks like a white highlighter, but when you put it on, it has this amazing multi-dimensionality to it. So I don't know if you could see, but it has this golden tone and this sort of pinkish tone to it. So it kind of has both. I really love the texture of this highlighter. It looks beautiful when you just blend it out and create this gorgeous glow. It's sort of metallic without sitting on top of the skin. I don't know if they're still offering this, but it's a travel size. I assume they'll have a full size. It was like $18. I got it off of Beautylish with some credit that I had with them, but I'm really tempted to try some of their other highlighters because this one is so good. The other highlighter that I have been loving and I'm wearing today on top of my Charlotte Tilbury, that really shiny glow, is the Jeffree Star Skin Frost Lavender Snow. Oh my gosh, you get so much in here. It's huge. It's the most intense highlighter I have besides my custom cover drops. It's basically an eyeshadow. Like, this stuff is crazy. And it's this beautiful silvery purple shade. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I think it kind of speaks for itself. It's one of those that sits on top of the skin. It's super metallic, very intense, not very natural, but I love it. Okay, and then I've got a crap load of eyeshadows to talk about. This was the month of eyeshadows for me, for sure. Eyeshadows and lipsticks. I bought a lot of lipsticks. The Dark Matter stack. I'm sure I've featured this before, but this is from the brand Melt, and I was late on the game to try these, but they are amazing. If you love warm shades, then you kind of would go crazy for this stack because there's some really amazing shades in here. Those are what the 4 shades look like. They are so pigmented, they're all matte, they're so versatile. I love grabbing this guy and then throwing a single eyeshadow in with it. These are stunning. I'm sure if you've been on YouTube for a while, you've seen these before, but these have been a favorite for sure. Oh, and I nicked Dark Matter. Oh, shoot. That makes me sad. You guys knew I would be talking about this one in my favorites video. It is my Viseart number 10 Warm Matte Palette. Isn't that just to die for? I mean, man, this stuff, it's so pigmented. Come on, like, I'm just a fan of Viseart. Like, I'm just a huge fan of Viseart. My new Cosette shadows. I've done a few looks with these beauties. But those are those 3 square pans right there. The texture of these is amazing. They apply to the eye just as beautifully as they swatch. Yeah, I'm a fan. The Cosette shadows are definitely worth a look if you're on the market for some super pigmented, almost creamy powder shadows. So, so pretty. It's like hard to wipe off. These guys are no joke. This one is the Kiko Cream Crush Lasting Color Eyeshadow. It's so pretty, you guys. It's a really soft cream. So soft that when you just dip your finger or brush, it like completely indents. This is what it looks like. It's just to die for. This cream shadow almost feels like oil. Like it's so slippery. But then once it dries down, it really stays put. I feel like with one swipe with my finger, I can cover my entire hand with this stuff. It's really... Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I keep staring at it. I love this. Like, it might be one of my favorites this month. I don't know. I mean, it's so basic, the color and everything, but the texture is gorgeous. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna use my other hand for now. Cause it's pretty. It's like mini, tiny sparkles or like flakes of silver leaf, if that makes sense, floating in a sea of pinky champagne beauty. Yes. Yes, all over. Please, let's take a bath in this. Okay, moving on. This is the new Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I have it in 3 different shades. I'm just showing you these 2. This is Diamond Dust and Smoldering Satin. I also have like a baby pink one. But these 2 I like better than the baby pink one. And I used this in a tutorial recently. Oh my gosh. Isn't that insane? This stuff is kind of to die for. It's very similar to that Kiko shade in that it's like that sort of champagne-y, pinky tone with silver shimmer throughout. It's like this glitter. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. If you haven't seen my tutorial using this, I'll link that down below. And then this one is the Diamond Dust shade. It has silver, but it's almost like a rainbow sparkle throughout. It has like this translucent base and it's all sparkle. Oh my gosh, it's so... It reflects all the different colors in the world very subtly. Subtle is not the word. This is not a subtle product, but the rainbow reflect is subtle. Okay, so the deal with these guys is that they are very long wearing. Once they dry down, they stay put. If you go in and mess with them, they will create fallout, but otherwise if you put it down, it's not going to fall off or anything. They're an easy, fuss-free way to play with glitter. I do like that they are like blendable, so you can lay it down and then blend out the edges. It will create a little bit of fallout, but nothing hard to handle, and they just create this gorgeous, like easy to blend, gorgeous pop of intense glitter. They have some really gorgeous colors. I think I need that purple shade, but I'm gonna wait. Amazing. Colored Rain. I have fallen hard for this guy here. This is my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. So today I'm wearing it all over the eyes with some weird veiny liner that's going on. Let me show you. So this is the eye look that I did today. This is my anti-Valentine's Day look. Kinda weird with the veiny liner that I did with a Tarte liner. They're very pigmented. Let me show you like a matte, and then let me show you a metallic. So those are those 2. I lightly dipped my fingers in these guys, and look at that pigmentation. It could go on for days. This is one of the most pigmented palettes I have, if not the most. The combination of colors is phenomenal, and the quality is just really good. Violet Voss Drenched Metal palette. I love this. Oh, the colors are so pretty. You can see I used this one a lot already. I think this palette is just really stunning. The quality isn't as good as the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts, but I like the colors in this like better because it has a huge range of shadows. There's some pops of color, some more neutrals, and almost all of them are like really shimmery. So let me show you those. This has really good pigmentation as well. I do like using my finger to kind of pat this onto the lid the best, but I feel like this is pretty much an entire palette of lid shades. But it's just really, really, really pretty. I have 4 shades I want to talk about. 3 different formulas. The first one I want to share with you guys I received as a gift. This is Sugar Pill Kimchi. Oh my gosh. So the packaging is like the Dose of Colors, like the Jeffree Star, like the Wet n Wild. It's a liquid to matte, and this color is Phenom. It's a pinky purple, just gorgeousness. I like how lightweight this formula is, and it's very long wearing. It's a neutral beigey purple. Love it. The next shade that is similar is Cold Shoulder from Dose of Colors. I'm wearing it on my lips today. It's deeper. It's a gray purple, and you guys know the Dose of Colors are my favorite formula. So that is what that looks like, and clearly you can see it on my lips. The other shade I want to talk about from Dose of Colors that I've been loving is Desert Suede. It's so extra creamy going on, and it feels hydrating throughout the day. Like, it doesn't feel drying. I love it, even though it's matte, matte, matte. Yes, stunning color. Sort of this brownish nude. Okay, and then one last lip product to share with you guys as a favorite is my MAC Styled in Sepia. I wore this so many times on vacation. It was a go-to. It's this gorgeous brown that looks a lot like Desert Suede, but in person you can kind of tell the difference. So on camera it looks very similar. It's a little bit deeper than Desert Suede. It's still a matte finish, but it's in this bullet form, and the Desert Suede has more pink tone and this has more yellow undertone. But I mean, they look really, really similar. You can tell what kind of colors I like. But those ones are my favorites for this past month. They were colors I wore a ton of. I thought that they were just so pretty. And one of the reasons I wore Styled in Sepia all month long was because I brought that with me on vacation, and I also brought a few others with me on vacation. And I have to tell you, I've been pretty disappointed with them, especially going back and looking at my vlog, like looking at footage and everything. These didn't look good on camera or in pictures. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad to have to report back to you guys in this fashion. I know. These are my Makeup Geek lipsticks. So I'm not saying that all of them are bad, but a lot, and they're workable. I mean, it's not that I absolutely hate them, but the more I've worn them, and especially since I brought so many of these with me on vacation, I found that they were patchy. They didn't wear well. They're just patchy. My beautiful Vane. Oh, Vane, why couldn't you be perfect? So this is that shade. So you can see in the swatch, it's not super, I mean, it's patchy. It's patchy. What can I say? I'm definitely gonna wear them still. I really like the colors, but there are so many better formulas out there. And they stain, so I really like the staying power, but they don't wear off evenly. So, not my fave. I'm so sad because I was like so psyched for those, and I have been trying them out and wanting to absolutely love them because Makeup Geek is amazing. But I don't know, the lipsticks I've tried aren't really that amazing. So sad. Those were my favorites this past month. Don't forget to subscribe, join my Cake Face family if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what some of your favorites this month were, makeup or otherwise. And thumbs up this video if you did enjoy it. I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.